are looking live at Cowboy Field, where this afternoon the Breckenridge Cowboys will play host to the New York Mills Eagles. It's the semifinal round of the Section 6A football playoffs. The pregame show is brought to you by Yield Advantage, and it's coming up next on the Three Borders Sports Network.
First car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAN are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Smith Motors in Wahpeton, we make sure that when you need a vehicle, we'll find the perfect one that matches your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive buying experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers always come first. Find your new Chevrolet or GMC today at Smith Motors. Small town friendly, big town deals.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
A local insurance.
It feels a little wintry today at Cowboy Field. It feels like the playoffs. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Raleigh Lipp alongside Kevin Heidemann. Camden Kelson will be on the cameras today. Joe Schreiner will produce this afternoon's playoff game from Cowboy Field. It's the Breckenridge Cowboys 5-4. Cowboys the number 2 seed coming into the section playoffs versus the New York Mills Fighting Eagles. The Eagles are 3-6. Happy to have everyone along here in the Three Borders Sports Network. We also welcome those watching on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28. Cowboys won the only meeting during the regular season, October 6th. Cowboys 32, Eagles 6. But, Kevin, that really doesn't matter anymore.
No, it doesn't. A lot has changed since then, too. And that game was a little bit misleading. If you look at the score, it looks like it was a blowout, but really it wasn't, Ron. If you remember that game, it was tied 0-0 in the first quarter. And they actually were moving the ball up and down the field. The problem is they had 4 turnovers that game. They had 3 fumbles and an interception. So if you have 4 turnovers against anybody, you're going to have a hard time winning. And another thing that's different in our favor, if you remember, Alan Martinez and Tucker Schuster did not play in that game. So they're both back playing. So that'll help us defensively. But that game was a lot closer than what the score suggested. Looking back at that, I think we had pretty similar yardage overall for both teams.
Before we get deeper into this afternoon's game, let's go back to Tuesday's game. Cowboys took care of business, looked really good in the first half, but I know you were a little bit disappointed in the second half of that game.
Well, a little bit. I mean, and some of that's to be expected. I mean, the game for all practical purposes was over, and you want to make sure that nobody gets hurt, and you're already looking on to the next week. But it's not just winning the game, it's how you play it to me. But I'm old school, right? I would have liked to have seen us to continue to compete going into the second half. But the one good thing about last week's game is we've gotten off to a poor start every single game this year except for last week. Last week was probably the best start we've had, and we were off and running. I think we scored in our first 2 possessions, and so that's the same kind of thing we need today.
And really some nice balance too in that game last week. Both,
right.
Well, all 3 running backs and wide receivers got into the mix.
Right, and actually I was a little surprised when I went and looked back at the stats, because we'd had a great, like you said, we had a really good balance of running and throwing, but we only completed 4 passes. I was surprised at that. We threw the ball a lot more than that, and we actually had, multiple times guys open, but we just didn't hook up. But, yeah, a lot better balance for us.
All right, what do the Cowboys have to do here today to advance into the section championship?
Really, the way they're playing right now, Raleigh, not a whole lot. I mean, not a whole lot different other than execute. I do think that Bailey will run the ball more than we've seen him run. He might be our best runner. And, coming off the Pillager thing, he was a little bit banged up. And, you want to keep him healthy because he's a pretty key guy to our team. But now, seniors, last game on this field, you lose, you go home. I'd expect to see Bailey probably play a little bit bigger role rushing the football.
All right. How about the other semifinal round game? Who do you like in that one?
Well, you know what? That's interesting because, they play, who is it, Lake Park? And that was a 1-score game. Lake Park.
And Parker's Prairie?
Yes. The first time they played, it was 21-14. That was a 1-score game. So, obviously, you're going to pick Parker's. They're the favorite. But, again, high school football, anything can happen.
Yeah, Parker's hasn't been playing as good. Well, according to the record anyway, you look at their first, they started 5-0. They were, dominant in those first 5 games. But things have looked a little bit different over the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Right, and they had the opposite schedule that we did. And this is interesting, and it kind of helps favor us in this game. And what I mean by that is, we played the toughest schedule early in the year. Pelican's a good football team. Staples is a good football team. Pillager is a good football team. We played them early. We played all the weak teams at the end. Parker's did the exact opposite. 2 of those losses that they had towards the end were Staples and Pillager. But that goes back to this game, Raleigh. On a short, week, we played Tuesday. Here we are Friday. We were able to rest some of our guys, like Paul Armitage. He didn't carry the ball in the second half. He only had 5 carries because he tweaked his ankle a little bit, right? These guys were in a dogfight. Their starting quarterback went down late in the third quarter, early in the fourth quarter. Finn Roeder with either I'm not sure what it was, shoulder or whatever. He was a little bit banged up. And again, when you're coming off a short week, Tuesday till Saturday is only 3 days rest. That matters. Our schedule favored us at the end as far as being healthy.
All right, beautiful day for football. Like I said, a little bit wintry here today. Kickoff temperature is going to be right around 35 degrees. Wind won't play too much of a factor. Wind out of the north right now, about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Pre-game show brought to you by Yield Advantage. Yield Advantage is the precision planning, sales, and service center for the southern Red River Valley. Breckenridge and New York Mills getting set to kick off here. We'll take a look at the starting lineups when we come back on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller Associates.
Since 1941, Minn Kota Ag Products has been helping farmers with their agricultural needs. The farming industry has expanded at great lengths, and Minn Kota Ag Products is there to provide farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. For market access at your fingertips and information essential to your farm operation, download the Minn Kota Ag Products app. Minn Kota Ag Products, proud to be a partner in your farm operation since 1941.
Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
Thank you, Andrea.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
I'm Katie with First Community Credit Union.
It's win or go home. The semis of the Section 6A playoffs. Breckenridge and New York Mills getting set to kick off. Breckenridge is the number 2 seed. New York Mills, the 6th seed coming in. The other semifinal round game being played in Parker's Prairie. That game also kicking off at 2 o'clock. Parker's Prairie, the number 1 seed, playing host to Lake Park. Audubon, winners of today's game, will meet next week, 12:30 at the Fargo Dome for the Section 6A championship. Cowboy football this afternoon brought to you by Red River Communications. Fiber fast Wi-Fi works for you. Also brought to you by Giant Seeds and Snacks. Smith Motors of Wahpeton, the Wahpeton Daily News, by Superior Builders, Red River Grain, Interstate Engineering, by Grippers Sports in Wahpeton, Bell Bank, Minn Kota Egg Products. Cowboy football also brought to you by All Seasons Car Wash, Bold Print, Sanford, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, the North Dakota State College of Science, the second oldest junior college in the country, by Red River Communications, Cable Channel 28. Again, we welcome those watching on Cable Channel 28 this afternoon. Also brought to you by Mindak Farmers Cooperative, First Community Credit Union, by Optimum Rehab, and by Red River Valley and Western Railroad. Starting lineups this afternoon brought to you by Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance. We now send it to PA announcer Art Gracco.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Section 6A football. Today, the game will be between New York Mills Eagles and the Breckenridge Cowboys. At this time, let's meet the guests on our scoreboard, the New York Mills Eagles and their team and their coaches, Matt Rednicki, Eric Nemi, Zach Hocking, Peter Buttenhoff, and Jordan Folkstad. And now, let's meet the Breckenridge Cowboys offensive unit. Starting at tackle, a junior, number 56, Eli Butts. At guard, a senior, number 52, Brian Martinez. At center, a sophomore, number 53, Henry Sledadal. At guard, a sophomore, number 54, Tegan Abel. At tackle, a senior, number 50, Carter Benson. At tight end, a junior, number 4, Caleb Albertson. At wide receiver, a senior, number 12, Dawson Weinbar. At wide receiver, a senior, number 17, Jacob Kunkel. At running back, a sophomore, number 21, David Erlinson. At running back, a junior, number 33, Paul Armitage. And at quarterback, a senior, number 7, Bailey Evans. The Cowboys are coached by Carson Yagi, Jordan Christensen, Joel Herder, Eric Erlinson, Michael McCall, Josh Nordick, and Noah Brendan.
Just to mention here, folks, our shot on the scoreboard, the lights are very dim because of the sunshine, so Raleigh will keep you informed on that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that everybody please rise, remove your cap or hat, place your right hand over your heart as we honor America and our veterans, both past and present, as Joy Watson sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, for so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, or from the ramparts we'd watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good job, Joy. Thank you.
There you go. This afternoon's national anthem. Our starting lineup is brought to you today by Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance in Breckenridge, offering home, life, business, and farm insurance for all of your needs. New York Mills won the toss. They deferred, so the Cowboys are going to take the football first, and I know you always like that.
I do like that, especially the way we've been playing offensively. Get out, you know what, put some points on the board early and set stage for the game.
All right, let's see. Game time temperature is 35 degrees with a north wind about 10 miles an hour. Cowboys wear their green today, black pants. New York Mills white tops with blue pants. Again, Cowboys won back on October 6th. 32-6 was the final score. Again, turnovers were the name of the game back then. New York Mills turned it over 4 times in that game.
They did, and actually not just the 4 turnovers. There were 2 or 3 other occasions where the ball was snapped over the quarterback's head that, and they didn't lose the football, but they were drive-killing, fumbles.
All right, the Armitage Bros back deep to receive for the Cowboys, standing at their 15-yard line. Our Three Border Sports Network camera shots brought to you by our good friends at Digital Guru, located on Dakota Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. All right, Braxton Enert will kick it away. You'll hear his name quite a bit this afternoon. He'll also be running the football quite a bit, and it's a squibber, and it will be recovered by the Cowboys at the 38-yard line. Is that Albertson?
Albertson, yep.
Caleb Albertson, 6'1", 170-pound junior, falls on it at the 38-yard line, and that's where the Cowboys will start 1st and 10, their first possession of the afternoon. we saw the Cowboys throw quite a bit on Tuesday night and throw quite a bit on first down.
Right, and I wonder if the weather, I know it's not raining and it's not that cold, but it's cold enough. I wonder if that'll have an impact on Cowboys' ability to throw the football.
And the first play of the game, Bailey Evans over the right side, and not much doing. That offensive line really played well. Maybe played one of their better games of the season on Tuesday.
For sure.
And they're going to need them again here this afternoon.
They will, and they've been getting better every week. And they're going up against one of the better defensive linemen or offensive linemen. That Bodie Roberts for New York Mills is a good player, so they'll have their hands full with him today.
All right, Weinbar will split wide to the right. Wide to the left. That is Erlinson on the right side in motion to the backfield, and Bailey will turn and give to Erlinson, and David hit at the 41, spins off a tackle, and then push back. They'll give him forward progress to the 43, but bring up a big third down play here in their first possession of the game. 3rd and about 5.
Yeah, and you also wonder what the field conditions. They look good from up here, but I think when you get down there and walk on the field, it's pretty chewed up.
Yeah, I wasn't down there this afternoon, but I did go out there on Tuesday. And Tuesday, it looked a lot like this. It looked like it was really good shape, but it was a little bit mushy. So we'll see what happens in the middle of the field. You can see a little bit right at the 40-yard line already. Quite muddy. Here's Bailey Evans. Will fake it to Erlinson, and no one went for that fake. And Bailey is gang tackled back at the 40-yard line, so a loss of 3 yards, and the Cowboys are going to have to punt it away at 3 and out on their first possession.
Right. It kind of doesn't surprise me. We mentioned in the pregame, I expect to see Bailey carry the ball more, and he carried it 2 out of the 3 times there. I expected to have better success with that. He's limping now coming off the field, so that's not a great sign either.
Yeah, he was hit hard. A number of Eagles piled on there at the 40-yard line, so we'll keep an eye on Bailey on the sidelines. Cooper Roberts will punt it away. High snap, goes up and gets it and barely got it off. And a fair catch will be called for by Roeder at the 38-yard line. And that's where New York Mills will take over their first possession after forcing a 3 and out on the Cowboys.
I don't like the fact that they're looking at Bailey's knee down there in the sideline, but definitely is limping. We'll see if he can kind of recoup and what impact that'll have. But anyhow, now offensively, New York Mills has done a lot of things different, Raleigh. They've kind of gone back to that diamond formation that they used to do a couple years ago when they beat us in the section final, and tried to run the ball and pound the ball a lot more than what we saw him the first time.
Roeder will turn, and he will roll now to the left, play action. He'll try to get to the corner. He turns the edge across the 40 and out of bounds up near the 45-yard line. So a nice pickup on first down.
And he's really good in the open field. If he can get out in space, he's dangerous. He might be their best athlete.
Right, good start here for the Eagles, forcing a 3 and out on the Cowboys and a 5-yard gain on their first play from scrimmage. 9:47 to play here in the first quarter. And again, we apologize. Knowing a little bit difficult to see on your screen the time dim. and the score. Afternoon game, our first afternoon game of the year, but we'll make sure time and score throughout this game.
Sun is just at the wrong angle, Raleigh.
Here's a short gain on a second down across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Boy, big third down here, too. Cowboys can get it right back if they can make a stop here.
Boy, and you wonder, Mills coming in as the 6th seed underdog. Cowboys won handily in the first meeting in situations like around midfield. Will you go for it on the 4th and short? We'll see. But they run it. They will run it, and they will have the first down. That is Loston across midfield into Cowboy territory.
You can't take this game for granted. Like I said, that was the first quarter last time was scoreless, and you take away the 4 turnovers that they had, Raleigh. Like I said, yardage-wise, they were about the same. So, these guys are more than competent or more than capable of shocking us, especially when you see Bailey sitting here over on the sidelines.
Yeah, keeping an eye on Bailey Evans. They're looking at his left knee. Here's a fumble and a flag on the play. Looked like some movement. Roeder is able to fall on it back at the 42-yard line. It is going to be a procedure penalty.
You know, and speaking of Bailey on the sideline, it's not just what he does at the quarterback spot either, but, you know, he's one of our better defensive players too, so we're losing him both ways right now. But that's kind of the nemesis right there. I mean, granted, there was a penalty on the play, but that's what we saw the first game. Like I said, Raleigh, it wasn't just the 4 turnovers. They had 3 or 4 more balls like that, you know, that were drive killers where their ball was snapped, you know, went over their head, or they lost, you know, 10, 15 yards on a play. So if they can just take care of the ball, they're a force to be reckoned with.
Roeder will work from under center, I formation behind him on a 1st and 15 at the 48. And there was that was not a clean snap, but a nice tackle on the outside. Is that Kappas over there on the far side? It is Riley Kappas.
Riley Kappas.
And Riley might be getting a little bit of action possibly at quarterback this afternoon. And now looking, Bailey is up off the bench, at least walking, and trying to limber up a little bit. So that's a better sign, but he still looks a little gimpy. And again, yeah, he is a starter defensively too, so the Cowboys missing him defensively as well. Roeder will throw to the gun here, and his receiver slipped. The intended receiver, Hunter Bozeman, and the pass a little bit behind him. Bozeman trying to go back and get it slipped, so it falls incomplete. Big 3rd down play here from midfield. 7:30 to play here, first quarter.
And, you know, they will throw the ball, but they don't want to. I mean, they want to pound the ball, control the line of scrimmage, and kind of do what we saw them do when they were really successful a few years ago. So I'm surprised to see him throw there, but 3rd and long here.
Eden Sanchez into the game, the safety position. 3rd and 12, and a whistle and a timeout. New York Mills going to talk this play over. Big play coming out. Carlson Family Insurance timeout, 7:33 to play first quarter. No score on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Big 3rd down play coming up here for New York Mills from midfield. State Farm shoutouts this afternoon at 701-640-4189. 701-640-4189. I always like to know who's watching and from where. Shoutouts brought to you by Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge. All right, big play. We'll see what New York Mills drew up out of the timeout. Roeder will work from under center. Full house backfields. Receiver to the left and right. And they pitch back, and they're going to try a halfback pass. And we have a loose football, and the Cowboys have it at the 42-yard line. The pitch to Lawston, and Lawston was going to throw it, but heavily pressured, lost the football. Cowboys recover, and that was the problem the Eagles had in that first meeting back on October 6th.
You know, and I think it's kind of been a problem they've had all year. It isn't just against us where they've struggled to hold on to the football. I mean, it's kind of an ongoing thing. I mean, that's definitely their nemesis. And, you know, even if they don't get the first down roller, they punt the ball, and, you know, we start on our own 30. Now we're starting on the 45-yard line.
Boy, and great news for the Cowboys. Bailey Evans is back into the football game after getting hurt on that first offensive possession, and he will turn and pitch to Armitage. Paul trying to get to the corner, and he does. Across the 40, across the 35-yard line, up near the 32. It'll be close to a Cowboy first down.
Field definitely looks slippery, though, doesn't it?
It does,
when you try and make those cuts.
Yeah, very careful planting the foot. But a nice gain on first down as the Cowboys get the edge. So 2nd and 1 from the 32-yard line. Weinbar will split wide right. Erlinson and Armitage in the backfield and some movement up front. And those, and it's a timeout. Boy, I thought the Cowboys might have moved up front. Instead, a timeout called by New York Mills. Another Carlson Family Insurance timeout. 5:56 Or check that. It might be 6:56 to play here in the first quarter. Timeout on the field. No score on the Three Borders Sports Network.
And we're here with Dakota Dirt Coffee.
We chose First Community Credit Union because, first and foremost, they're right in our community of Milton, North Dakota, and the convenience of that and being able to know the people that we're dealing with, that's something that we can't get anywhere else. I would say FCCU could be best described as a full-service financial institution that's offered and available in a local community.
At Interstate Engineering, our business is a
All right, Mills has used 2 of their timeouts here in the first quarter. 6:56 to play first quarter. It'll be second and short for the Cowboys. Bailey Evans back into the football game, and he will give to Armitage, and there is a flag on the far side of the field, and this will most likely go against the Cowboys. Or we might have an encroachment penalty. Yep. All right, so that'll give the Cowboys the first down. Oh, it's a sideline warning. No, so that's just a warning.
Who's the warning on, us or them?
You'd think it came from the far side of the field,
okay.
So it must have been on Mills. Not sure you need to throw a flag there if you're just going to warn them. You could probably just say, hey, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Just say, hey, stay back. I don't think I've ever seen that. Here's a low snap. Bailey Evans will have to go down and pick it up. Now he'll try to get to the edge, being pursued, and he'll just wisely get out of bounds, and he still looks very gimpy, and now another
late
flag.
call.
That's 3 consecutive plays with a flag, and this most likely is going to go against the Cowboys. Boy, Bailey looked far from 100% on that play as he got close to the sideline. He was really favoring that left knee.
Back against the Cowboys, that penalty is declined.
So a loss of yards on that play, so they'll decline the penalty. And boy, what a disappointing start. Cowboys got 9 yards on their first down play after that turnover and weren't able to pick up a first down, and now we're going to be forced to punt it away. So this has not been a good start for the Cowboys.
Not the start they were looking for, but it's pretty typical, Raleigh, of what we've pretty much done all year other than last week.
So Cooper Roberts will punt for the second time. Boy, and this one was nearly blocked. The first one was nearly blocked, and that one was even closer. And Cooper's going to get a very friendly bounce here. It'll roll dead at the 11-yard line. So the Eagles will start 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
And, Raleigh, that field, after watching a couple series, is way worse than I thought it was going to be. It's really slippery. Yeah. Hard to get any traction or any footing.
So who do you favor?
Well, I think that hurts us. I mean, it favors them more than us. I mean, especially if they're going to ground and pound it. You know what I mean? I think we have more speed on the outside, but it's hard to use that when you don't have good footing.
New York Mills got off to a good start on their last drive before turning it over. They'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 11 here. 6:11 to play in the first quarter. Roeder will turn and pitch to Lawston, and Lawston, a nice patient run, finds a hole and dives across the 15-yard line to about the 16.
It's a nice open tackle there by Dawson Weinbar, too.
So 4 yards on that first down play.
Cowboys could make a stop here. They'd get the ball back in great field position. Because this game might come down to that.
You're absolutely right, yeah. Winner will advance to the section championship game next Friday at the Fargo Dome. They'll get the winner of the Lake Park Audubon Parkers Prairie game. And here's a loss back inside the 10-yard line. And that is Trey. Is that Vogelbacher?
Yeah, that's Trey. And I don't know. He looked like he was unblocked. I don't know if the Cowboys were running something there or someone just missed an assignment, but he was untouched going back there. That was a big loss.
Yeah, and the Eagles, these are situations they do not like to be in, 3rd and long, and they found themselves in that first meeting in these situations way too often, and it turned into turnovers 4 times in that first meeting, and again, they've turned it over already here in the first quarter. And now another passing situation. We'll see how aggressive they get deep in their own territory. Roeder will work from under center, full house backfield behind him, and he will turn, Step back, throw, right side. It is covered by Weinbar, and Dawson will pick it off at the 40, and now he's got some room here on the near sideline. Dawson inside the 20, inside the 15-yard line, and then hit hard at about the 12-yard line. So 2 turnovers for the Eagles here in the first quarter, and this one turns into great field position for the Cowboys.
Weinbar runs that ball back to about.
Roeder just threw it up for grabs, and Dawson in great defensive position there.
Well, and that's your second turnover in the first quarter already.
Yep.
Cowboys definitely got to take advantage of that now. Put some points on the board.
So Bailey Evans at quarterback. Will give to Armitage over the right side. Paul breaks a tackle inside the 10 down near the 5-yard line. Ran through a couple of arm tackles and a nice pickup on first down.
It's nice that the Cowboys can pick up a first down still.
Cowboys first time into the State Farm red zone.
Now brings up second and about 3 for the Cowboys.
So 2nd and 3 from the 6-yard line. Erlinson and Armitage in the backfield. It's Armitage. Erlinson in front. Armitage close to the end zone. A flag comes in late.
It
came right on top of the pile. Most likely going to be a holding penalty. Boy, we've seen a lot of flags here already in the first quarter.
And the holding ones are tough ones, and if it is, that's the second one against the Cowboys early. That's a bad time for that.
Boy,
I mean, there's no good time for holding penalty, but that's really a bad time for one.
Yeah, Cowboys would have had it inside the 1-yard line. It had a 1st and goal inside the 1-yard line instead. That penalty takes them back to the 15-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 12. So remember that play if the Cowboys are not able to score here. We're under 4 minutes to play first quarter. Evans will pitch to Armitage and nowhere to go. He's brought down back near the 20-yard line.
They've had a tough time getting to the edge, especially going that direction to the Cowboys' right.
That was Roberts, a 200-pound senior, and he gave Armitage just no chance. And again, the footing, you can really tell. Armitage is having a tough time with his footing out there. So third and long. Boy, that penalty really hurt the Cowboys. Bailey will throw here on 3rd down. Looking left side, he's got Weinbar inside the 5, and it'll be a Cowboy first down.
Boy, that is a gigantic play.
And that is a long throw. That ball was on the right hash, and Bailey just, dropped straight back and fired it far to the left side. That was a long, only a 10-yard, 12-yard gain, but, he threw that ball about 30 yards. Right. Across the field, and he put it right on the money. And another really nice, route run by Dawson Weinbar. And here's Armitage over the right side, and Paul is close. No signal yet. He'll be short inside the 1, so it'll be 2nd and inches.
It's been tough going, and inside run game for the Cowboys. Mills is definitely holding their own on the defensive line of scrimmage.
So
another flag.
No, you're kidding me. Oh, they're going to give another warning. Now they're going to give a sideline warning. I've never seen a flag before in terms of sideline warnings. We've seen 2 of them here in the first quarter, 1 on each team. And it didn't seem like they're out on the field all that much. So 2nd and short. Inside the 1-yard line. Bailey Evans out of the gun. He'll keep himself, and he is in for a Cowboy touchdown. So the Cowboys strike first, 2:14 to play here first quarter. 6-zip Cowboys on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Bailey Evans from a yard out. When he took a hit there, though, at the goal line.
But, of course, that touchdown set up by the interception, the turnover again and then the great return after the interception by Weinbar. He played a big role in that, the interception and the big, huge pass on 3rd down.
Well, interesting here. Cowboys kicked every time on the extra point on Tuesday. They'll go for 2 here after their first score. Erlinson in motion to the
No,
left.
another flag. Maybe someone's still moving when they snapped it. Not sure.
Well, that might change. It will be a procedure penalty.
Yeah.
Now that might change unless the injury has something, which that could certainly be too. The left knee.
Right, could be. Because Cowboys, like we've talked many times, these extra points are gigantic in these close games. I mean, it's an extra score. So.
I have to believe that. It's probably the injury that's part of this decision to go for 2 here. Bailey's going to throw, looking left side, and it's going to be knocked down. Looking for Weinbar again on the left side, and it's knocked down by Hunter Bozeman. So the 2-point conversion fails. But the Cowboys take a first quarter lead, 2:14 to play first quarter. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, 6-zip Cowboys on the Three Border Sports Network.
Connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need, the people you trust.
Bailey Evans from a yard out. Cowboys lead it 6-zip. Chris Watlin watching again this afternoon, tuning in, watching his little cousin Lawson Oliphant, all the way from Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks for watching, Chris. We appreciate it. See Tony and Joe over at Tony's place. Tony Casper, Joe Randall, Brad Kenzemius watching Cowboy football. Thanks for watching, guys. Cowboys will squib, and it is loosened. It will be recovered at the 28-yard line. My goodness, has been flagged nearly every other play here. That was Kaluski falling on it at the 28.
It's interesting that you'd have a flag on that play.
Yeah, I mean, there
almost
there
makes
was
me wonder
no
if it's
it was almost immediate. Well, I have the feeling we're going to see a lot of flags today. Yeah. I don't know how you have a flag on a...
There's a block in the back, Raleigh.
Huh. All right, so block in the back on a squib kick. All right. That'll back them up 15. Eagles will once again take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. 2 turnovers, 2 possessions, 2 turnovers here in the first quarter. 2:13 to play. And again, we apologize. I know the scoreboard difficult to see on the screen here during the daytime. Here's Lawson, left side, and the Cowboys all over it. Right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. That is it.
And it's important that for New York Mills, I mean, they can't let this game get away from them. I mean, they're not capable of, putting a lot of points up quick. They don't throw the ball well enough. So it's important that they, can maintain some control, take some time off the clock, and keep this game close.
So 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Roeder going to roll right. Boy, had a guy, but didn't get it to him early enough. Now he'll keep across the 20, and then pile driven out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. Boy, it looked like he had Kaluski there out of his break, but didn't get it to him on time and had to tuck and keep. He does pick up about 6 yards, but it'll bring up another big 3rd down play. Yeah, and even if Mills doesn't score here, they'd like to at least pick up a 1st down or 2.
Yeah, so they need to pick up a 1st down and move the ball and take some time off the clock and at least change the field possession thing, because the entire game it's been heavily in Cowboy favor.
Yeah, after getting off to a great start. Cowboys went 3 and out on their first possession, and Eagles took over, got a 1st down immediately, their first 2 plays, but that has been it. Been all Cowboys since. Roeder going to roll left here. Good coverage downfield. He'll keep it. He's going to be close. I think he's got it. Depending on the spot here,
Looks like they're giving it to him.
He knew right where the sticks were and got just enough across the 27, 28-yard line, so it will be a first down. Second first down of the game here for the Eagles.
And I don't think that's a passing play. I mean, that's just a rollout. I mean, that's just a quarterback sweep for all purposes. I don't think he had any intention of throwing it.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagles, their own 28-yard line. First man through here. Nowhere to go, and a loose football, and the Cowboys have it. They do. Third turnover for the Eagles here in the first quarter.
There's a fumble on the play, and the Cowboys recover.
I mean, they just continue to struggle to hold on to the football, and it's so difficult to be competitive when you're turning the ball over 3 and 4 and 5 times a game. And it's just been all season, too. They've just struggled with that.
Yeah, 4 turnovers in that first meeting. The game the Cowboys won 32-6, and 3 turnovers here in the first quarter already for the Eagles. And the Cowboys going to try to make this hurt. Erlinson in motion, right side. Bailey Evans going to roll right. He's got a man deep. It's Kunkel. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Oh, it's a ball.
Jacob Kunkel got behind the defense. Roder's back there saying that ball hit the ground.
I thought I saw the ball between his legs, but it might have been after he was already down. Did you see that?
Well, now the official's talking about it at the goal line. The side judge here on the near side. No, now they are going to call it incomplete.
I actually thought I saw the ball between his legs when he hit the ground. So we don't have the greatest view from up here, but to me, it looked like he dropped it.
Well, that's awesome officiating for a guy to come in after an official had already put his arms up for a touchdown to get it right. And Cowboys, no arguments. So Jacob obviously knew that he didn't catch it. So lost opportunity there for the Cowboys, but again, throwing it on first down. Oh, yeah, I see that was a good defensive play, actually, by Roder. Here's Bailey Evans trying to get outside, breaks the tackle, and now be pushed out of bounds across the 25. It'll be short of the first down. That was a great defensive play in the end zone by Roder.
It was.
As soon as that ball hit Kunkel's hands, a Roder came in with his left hand and knocked it loose. So a good call, a good defensive play, and now a big third down play coming up here for the Cowboys in 4-down territory. So we got a couple of downs here to make 5 yards.
Tell you what, if the Cowboys don't put points on the board here, think about that. 3 turnovers, the ball they're heavily in Cowboy territory the whole half, and to only have a 6-point lead would be disappointing.
And here is Armitage, who spins out of a tackle. Paul Armitage inside the 10-yard line, all the way down to the 5, and a Cowboy first down.
It's just great effort by Paul.
Yeah, it looked like he was stopped short of the first down, but he spun out of a tackle and is able to get down to the 5-yard line. So consecutive trips for the Cowboys into the State Farm red zone. Clock winding down. We're under a minute to play here in the first quarter. First and goal, Cowboys. We welcome the Brockmans watching in New York Mills. Thanks for watching on the Three Borders Sports Network. We got some more State Farm shout-outs for you as we go along here. Here's Armitage. Boy, and again, you can see the footing out there. Paul doing a good job just getting back to the line of scrimmage.
And getting chewed up, a lot worse as the game goes. Especially on that end of the field where most of the play has been.
Yeah, you can see, at midfield, it's worn pretty good at both 40-yard lines, especially between the 30 and 40 here on the north side of the field. No gain on that first down play. It's going to be the final play of the first quarter. We're through one section semifinals. Section 6A on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge 6, New York Mills nothing on the Three Borders Sports Network.
You back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Since 1987.
Cowboys trying to add on here, leading 6-0. They'll have it second and goal here as we start the second quarter. Bailey Evans out of the shotgun. Bailey Evans up the middle, and Bailey Evans into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown from 1 yard out a couple of drives ago, and now this one from 5 yards out, and the Cowboys lead it 12-0.
Well, it was important that the Cowboys took advantage of that turnover in the dead. So, like I said, this is one of those games where, you know, New York Mills gets behind early. It's going to be awful hard for them to come back because I don't know if they're capable of throwing a lot of points up quick, you know.
Yeah, they average just 14 points a game. And points, lately have been tough to come by for the Eagles, although they did put up 28 last week against West Central area. Here's Paul Armitage. Paul trying to make a cut, not able to, and the two-point conversion fails. And again, Cowboys usually kick the extra point, have been very efficient kicking the extra point. You have to wonder if the injury to Bailey Evans earlier in the first quarter might be playing a part in that. All right, 11:57 to play here, second quarter. All Cowboys in the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. They lead at 12-0 on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987. Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefits package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry level starting at $19.78 per hour, plus a $3 per hour shift differential. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Zane 701-671-7777.
No matter. Vogelbacher will kick it for the Cowboys. A little squibber taken by the up man. That's Bodie Roberts. And the Eagles going to get great field position at the 50-yard line. Couple of touchdown runs from Bailey Evans for the Cowboy 12-0 lead. And again, they have failed on both two-point conversions, and a little bit surprised the Cowboys not kicking. I have to believe the injury maybe to Bailey might have something to do with that.
And maybe the field conditions,
Possibly,
just your flat foot and being so slippery, especially between the hashes, maybe that matters. But, yeah, you normally definitely see the Cowboys kick that.
See Chad and Missy Kescatalo watching in New York Mills. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. 1st and 10 Eagles. They need to get something going here. Here's the option to Loston, and he'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, nice open field tackle. That's Weinbar over there.
He's having a heck of a game.
Yeah.
That's the second open field tackle for a loss out on the edge. Because if he doesn't make that tackle, that goes for some decent yards.
Yeah, Dawson seems to be getting better. He's one of those guys, too, that just seems to get better and better every week. Or at least they're getting him more involved, it seems like, offensively. He's made some big catches the last few weeks.
And none of them bigger than that third down conversion today.
And he has an interception here today. One of 3 Eagles turnovers here in the first half. 2nd and long. And Roeder will turn and give again to Loston over the left side. Cowboys very stingy here defensively.
That looked like he snapped that early. Did it seem like that offensive line did not move?
It did.
I bet that was on a 2 count and he snapped it early.
So a short gain and another 3rd and long. Boy, a lot of 3rd and long situations for the Eagles.
And this might be their best field position of the game.
Mm-hmm. See, 10:40 and ticking here in the first half. Passing situation, but it has not gone well in terms of throwing the football here in the first half for the Eagles. Roeder, a long count. Lost it in the backfield with him. He's got some time here. Now steps up in the pocket, and he'll keep it. And he breaks through a tackle and falls ahead across the 45. It'll be short of the first down. But they are into Cowboy territory, and we'll see if they maybe go for it here on 4th down. 4th and about 5.
If I was them, I probably would.
Yeah.
Down 2 scores and struggling to score or put a lot of points up. So,
yeah, certainly think it's worth the gamble here. No, they are going to punt or at least line up to punt. And the Cowboys see Aiden Sanchez looking over the sideline to see if he should drop back. They're not going to drop anyone back, and this is going to be a pretty good punt. It'll bounce at the 20. It'll roll dead at the 16, and that's where the Cowboys will take over 1st and 10 with 9:29 to play here in the first half. Again, winner will advance to the section championship game versus Parker's Prairie or Lake Park Audubon. That'll be a 12:30 game next Friday at the Fargo Dome. We'll try to keep you updated if we can on that Lake Park Audubon and Parker's Prairie game. If anybody has heard the score, feel free to shoot me a text, 701-640-4189, and we'll get back to those State Farm shout-outs here in a bit, getting a lot of them in this afternoon. A lot of people watching this section semifinal round game on the Three Borders Sports Network. David Erlinson over the left side. Wait, David's still on his feet, and they'll give him progress up to the 20-yard line. He was hit right at the line of scrimmage, but carried a couple of defenders to the 20.
Some hard running there by David.
See Steve, Sue, and Christopher Tolbert watching the Cowboys at home today. And let's see, in front of the fireplace, Lane and Paige Watland watching number 28 this afternoon. Here's Bailey Evans to the right side. Bailey across the 30. Bailey across the 40 and finally pushed out at the 42-yard line, and he looked pretty healthy on that one.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he looked healthy running the ball there.
He'll mark it all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And of course, the score will dictate how much he carries the football, but we did expect him to carry the ball more than he has been. Because I think that's there. I think that's going to be open all day.
See Nick Heitkamp watching today. Scott Lipper at home watching. See Karen and Carly also watching. They're regulars here on the Three Borders Sports Network. Thanks for watching, everyone. And again, we welcome those watching on Red River Communications cable channel 28. Red River Communications sponsoring today's game along with the Three Borders Sports Sponsorship Club. 4-yard gain, 3-yard gain on that first down play. So 2nd and 7 for the Cowboys at their 49-yard line. Clock continues to tick here, coming up on 8 minutes.
Could just see the Cowboy offensive line just kind of slowly starting to take control.
Here's Armitage again. Boy, we're seeing a lot of hits in the backfield. Paul somehow got back to the line of scrimmage and maybe even got some
that might be a personal
extra
foul.
yards. Yeah, I think so. That's Vogelbacher on the ground. He got thrown to the ground, and yeah, I would say this is probably a personal foul. So this will give the Cowboys a first down and an extra 15 yards. That's a big one. That's a big one. That would have brought up third down.
Yep.
Yeah, it is hard. Yeah, just hard to win football games when you turn the ball over and you get penalized like that. It's just hard to overcome
they
that.
had the block in the back on a squib kick that pushed him back. Of course, that one there, that's a huge play because now the Cowboys are, again, deep into their territory when they would have had third and long. And if they didn't get it, they might have probably in a punt situation.
Mm-hmm. So that's a biggie. Yeah, it moves the Cowboys all the way down to the 35-yard line. Erlinson left side. Boy, Mills doing a nice job here. You get the long play, the Bailey Evans long run when you let him get outside. And then the penalty. But they've made some plays for loss here on this drive as well. 2-yard loss on that play. Yeah, if Mills is going to come back and win this game, you just feel they have to have a stop here.
Have to have a stop.
The second long, Cowboys were taking some time here to get. They're gonna probably have to call a timeout here.
Yep. That's why it's a bummer not to have play clocks.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Cowboys just going to let it run down here and call a timeout. And there it is. Another Carlson Family Insurance timeout. 5:49
time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Here at the
All right, 12-zip Cowboys. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, 5:49 to play here, first half.
Sorry, Raleigh. My bad.
Let's see some more State Farm shout-outs this afternoon. See Perez Sr. watching from the tractor, ripping corn from the ground. Go Cowboys. Let's see. Kelson's watching today from home. And State Farm shout-outs brought to you by Amanda Frederick. Amanda located on Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge. Armitage, right side. Armitage, boy, he's working for every yard. Across the 35-yard line. That was a pretty nice run. Up to the 32-yard line. Bring up third and manageable here. Again, Cowboys in 4-down territory. So you call anything here.
And the one thing the Cowboys do better than anybody that we've played is throw the football. I mean, they really do a pretty good job of it.
And again, Bailey Evans' favorite receiver, Dawson Weinbar. He'll split wide to the right, the short side of the field. And he's going to throw, and he's looking right. Now flushed out of the pocket, will throw into the flats. He'll just throw it out of bounds. And the Cowboys.
It's an interesting route there. I mean, they only had one guy in the route. He didn't have a lot of options. I mean, Dawson Weinbar is covered, but there was no alternative there.
So they will go for it here on fourth down. Boy, this is a big play here for New York Mills. If they can make the stop here, you still got plenty of time. They have burned a couple of their timeouts, but you still have plenty of time. See, two receivers left. That's Erlinson in the slot, Weinbar wide left, and Bailey Evans going to keep right up the middle, and he'll be well short of the first down. They'll mark it at the 31.
Almost looked like New York Mills had that smelled out.
Yeah.
You could see their safety step up into the box before that ball was snapped like they were expecting it. And it's a two-score game, and there's, like you said, probably plenty of time in the second quarter. If Mills could find a way to go down and score, as much as things have gone against them this first half, it'd be a huge victory to go down, at halftime down only one score. When really, for the most part, just about everything that could go wrong really has.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, and I thought Mills really got off to a good start, Cowboys got the ball first. They went 3 and out. Mills, their first couple of plays, they pick up a first down. But since then, they have literally done nothing other than turn the ball over and been penalized a few times. Boy, and Loston had lost his footing in the backfield. I think the ball was supposed to go to him. Instead, Roeder's going to have to keep it himself, and he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, the field. You can tell Loston has had some issues, and I can tell Armitage has really had issues, too, with the field conditions.
Yeah, it's really chewed up, and you can really start to see it now. Just the color of the field. It's turning from that nice green to a mud.
And up a couple of degrees since kickoff. And, again, wind may have died a little bit. Wind, not much of a factor here this afternoon. Actually turned out to be a pretty decent day for football. I think New York Mills going to let the play clock wind down and burn their final timeout. And they will. So a timeout on the field. Carlson Family Insurance timeout. 5:03 to play first half. 12-zip Cowboys on the Three Borders Sports Network.
And the Frederick State Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley and why State Farm has been a trusted household name in insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you soon.
All right, 5:03 to play first half. A few more State Farm shout-outs brought to you by our good friend Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge. Tara Boom Boom Bonnie, I hope I'm right. Watching from New York Mills. Thanks for watching and your kind words. We appreciate it. The Jules Roods in Glendon cheering on Jacob Kunkel this afternoon. Thanks for watching in Glendon. Boy, Glendon Felton's got another good football team this year. Here's a second down run up near the 40-yard line, and that'll put Mills in good position here. Boy, the Eagles, you got to figure if they don't get it here, you're probably going for it on fourth down. Under 5 minutes to play now in the half. Yeah, New York Mills, as bad as it's gone for them. Yeah, if you can go down and score here, you'd steal the momentum heading into the locker room.
It'd be a huge victory to go in down one score. And, of course, we missed both two-point conversions.
I mean, here's a quarterback draw.
Oh, that's going to be a 15-yarder.
That was really a big penalty.
That's
bad. Boy.
Trey just got a little carried away.
Yeah, and that was a good call. No question you had to call that. Roeder was well out of bounds, and he was well short of the first down, so it would have brought up a fourth down. Instead, it's going to be first down for the Eagles, and they're going to be into Cowboy territory with 4:22 left on the clock. So a huge play. So both teams have been hurt by penalties here in the first half.
Yep. And like I've said, there's penalties, pre-snap penalties, and then there's holding, which occurs during the play, but that's almost a mental mistake to me,
Shout out to the box watching in New York Mills. And again, I hope I'm pronouncing those names correctly. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. And Max Johnson. Hey, Max. Hope all is well. Max cheering on the Cowboys in Fargo this afternoon. Again, State Farm shout-outs at 640-4189. 1st and 10. Eagles, the Cowboy 45-yard line. And Loston again slipped in the backfield, but he is able to get a couple of yards over the left side. Yeah, you figure if New York Mills, though, is going to score, you just sense they have to do something through the air. I mean, they're going to have to do something through the air. It's been difficult for them to get outside, and the yards inside have been tough to come by here for the Eagles. And that might mean play action on first down or second down. Maybe take a chance. Here's Loston over the right side and maybe a couple of yards. Give him forward progress to the 40-yard line, and it'll bring up another big third down.
There's nothing easy going on the inside. The footing is really getting to be bad. to try and get the ball out in open field and to make a cut. And, for those speed guys, big disadvantage right now. And I agree with you. They're going to have to put the ball in the air. It's just not something that they do very well. I mean, that definitely plays in the Cowboys' favor. If Mills has to resort to throwing the football, we're in pretty good shape.
Boy, and the Eagles, if they don't score here, would at least like to pick up at least one more first down to work that clock a little bit. We still have 3 minutes to play here in the half. Loston over the left side, and Loston is going to be up close to the 35.
Boy, I think he got it.
Yeah, if he does, and they are going to mark it right at the 35, so it should be enough for the first down, and it is. That was a big first down, and now the Eagles will at least be able to work that clock down.
And I don't think they have any more timeouts.
No,
they
don't.
used all, right?
Yep.
Of course, it does stop to spot the ball in high school football, so that buys them some time, but...
So a new set of downs here for the Eagles at the Cowboy 35-yard line. Roeder will work behind center. Loston in the backfield, and Loston getting his workout in here on this drive, and he's got another 5 yards right up the middle to the 30-yard line.
By the time this ball gets snapped, we'll be probably under 2 minutes, so they should be going no huddle at the very least if they have any intentions on scoring. Yeah, time is going to be starting to become an issue for him.
Kaluski is wide right. They're going to run again, and Lawson going to be brought down in the backfield. And the clock continues to tick. We're down to 1:40. Yeah, New York Mills doesn't seem to be into any type of 2-minute offense.
Minute and a half to play. They should definitely be going no huddle. They should have 2 plays called here, you know what I mean? Running a 2-minute offense or throwing the ball for sure, because we're down to under a minute after this play probably.
All right, get a delay of game violation here is close to. Here's Roeder going to roll to the left, and he will tuck and keep it. He's going to be well short of the first down. They'll mark him shy of the 30-yard line, so it'll stop the clock. And it'll bring up a 4th down. It'll be 4th and 6. They need the 25 for a first down. Minute 5 to play. Cowboys, they still have a couple of timeouts if they do get the football back. I don't know how aggressive they would be. So Mills has converted already on 4th down on this drive. They'll try it again here. Roeder will work out of the gun. Loston the lone back in the backfield with him. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. And they will throw. Roeder looking over the middle, and it's going to be picked. Bailey Evans with the interception. Bailey to the outside, across the 35, and out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So 4 interceptions for the Eagles, 4 turnovers, 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions in the first half for the Eagles, and the Cowboys will have 55 seconds and a couple of timeouts to work with.
It'll be interesting to see if the Cowboys, that changed a lot too, just from the field percentage. It's one thing to turn it over on downs, right? But Cowboys are, one pass play here could be knocking on the door.
Let's see, Armitage is going to line up in the shotgun behind center. Bailey Evans is wide left, and a direct snap to Erlinson, and Erlinson going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. I tell you, yards have been tough to come by,
Especially
right,
inside.
Yeah.
It's just so chewed
the Cowboys
up in there.
have gotten outside a couple of times, a couple of big plays, and a couple of big passing plays. But, yeah, it's really tough traction out there right now. 30 seconds to play here in the half. Cowboys will just take a knee here. Evans will work out of the gun. Yeah, and they'll keep it on the ground. This is Lawson Oliphant for a couple of yards, and that will most likely be the final play of the first half. The Cowboys don't call a timeout, and it looks like they'll just let it run. So that will do it for the first half. Cowboys a half closer to that section championship game. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, Breckenridge 12, New York Mills nothing. On the Three Borders Sports Network, the OSPTI halftime report up next.
At OSPTI, our focus is on each individual's therapy needs, whether it be for speech, occupational, or physical therapy services. I'm Becky, a physical therapist at OSPTI, and I love being able to provide that personal care to each person that we see with clinics in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. You don't have to travel very far from home. From infants to athletes to adults, you can request OSPTI to meet your therapy goals.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wahpeton, talk to Rick Steckler.
Your business depends on technology. Digital Guru provides professional IT solutions you can trust to keep it moving forward. From redesigning existing systems to brand new builds, we offer your business managed IT services, including backups, cybersecurity, cloud services, remote desk support, and more. And don't forget, we also provide audio, video, security camera, and door access control installation. Focus on what you do best and leave the technology to the professionals. Contact Digital Guru today.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey girls, oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
No matter the time of year, there's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
Bold Print in Wahpeton is your local provider for all of your printing and promotional needs, including custom decals, which is a great way to promote your business. Bold Print also has custom framing and unique personalized gift ideas. Don't trust your family photos to an online company. Use Bold Print for all of your custom framing and canvas printing. Give them a call today, 701-642-2188, or check them out online. UseBoldPrint.com.
First car. It might not have been perfect.
Zip Cowboys, a couple of touchdown runs by Bailey Evans, a 1 yard and a 5 yard touchdown run from Evans, and that's been it. Halftime report brought to you by OSPTI. For all your physical therapy needs, contact the pros at OSPTI. Locations in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and in Breckenridge. Well, we thought the field might play a factor in this one, and it has. Field conditions have been a little tough, and neither team has been able to get much going offensively.
No, the field is tough. It's chewed up. It's going to get worse as the game goes on. But, Raleigh, at the end of the day, we talked about it in the pregame. New York Mills has a good football team. they're more than capable. I mean, they don't score a lot of points, but they play pretty good defense. They control the line of scrimmage. The problem is you're not going to have a hard time beating anybody with 4 turnovers in a game, let alone a half. And then, of course, the personal foul on 3rd and long.
That was a biggie, yeah.
That gave us a first down. We went down and we scored on that series, and so that put, the second touchdown on the board. But when points are hard to come from, I mean, on a field conditions like they are, basic stuff. I mean, starting with you got to take care of the football. That's their nemesis. I mean, it's been that way all year. That was a big factor in what led to the Cowboys' victory the first time we played them, and it's no doubt playing a huge role in this game.
All right. Well, New York Mills get the football here to start the second half. That's going to be a very important drive, that first touch of the second half.
It is, and you know what? They don't want to throw the football. If it gets to a point where they have to, it's not good for them. We've seen them try to throw the ball a few times here. It hasn't gone well. So they need to be, they need to be able to just pick up a couple first downs and maintain some or get some field position, because the majority of the time, and again, that's largely due to turnovers. But that entire first half was played in, field position that favored the Cowboys. I don't think they were ever even knocking on the door, or even inside the 50-yard line, were they, that I remember.
All right, if you're Matt Rednicki, the head coach of New York Mills, what are you telling your team here at half? What do you got? What type of adjustments you got to make here at halftime?
Well, the first thing you got to tell them is, first of all, it's a 2-score game. I mean, they're definitely still in this game. This thing's a long ways from being over. So just take care of the football and execute. And you know what? They still have a legitimate chance of making this thing, of winning this football game. So this is a long ways from being over.
All right. Again, the other semifinal round game going on this afternoon at Parker's Prairie. Parker's Prairie, the number 1 seed. Lake Park Audubon is the 5 seed, and we'll try to get you an update on that game if we can. We'll look ahead to the state playoffs, which will start that next week. Again, section championship games will be played next Friday. Section 6A, along with a number of other sections, A and AA, will be played at the Fargo Dome next Friday. And then the state playoffs will start that following week. You taking a look ahead to that game. Section 6 champion will play the Section 8 champion, which would be great if the Cowboys could repeat as section champs. They could get a game against Monoman, and that used to be a great rivalry game.
That was a great rivalry, and that section only has 6 teams in it, and I believe Monoman is 5th in the state, undefeated at 8-0, and Ada, I believe, was 7-1. I think they're the 8th ranked team in the state, and when they played each other, their only losses to Monoman, that was a 22-20 score. Mm-hmm. So anybody could come out of that section. I'm not so surprised Ada doesn't come out of that section. I mean, that's a toss-up who wins that game.
Yeah, and that game will be played at a neutral site. So, only one more outdoor game after this, regardless of how far you go. Section championship games will be played in the Fargo Dome. That first round game, the state playoffs will be played outdoors somewhere. We don't know. Yeah, we have no idea where that game will be played yet.
Not yet. And thinking, speaking about that, you talk about our field condition. We've had a lot of games out here in a very short period of time. But you know what? Last home game for your seniors, win or lose. This is it.
Yeah. And we talked about the Monoman-Breckenridge rivalry. It might be turning into a rivalry here before too long, is Breckenridge and New York Mills. This is the 3rd straight year that these two teams have met in the playoffs. Go back a couple of years ago. Remember, New York Mills had a nice run in the playoffs. The Cowboys were really good that year, and New York Mills dominated that game.
For sure this has turned into a rivalry. I mean, in 21, they beat us 32-0. That was a section final. In 2022, we turned around and beat them, and I think it was the semifinals, 21-0. Of course, the only other time we played them was during the regular season of this year. But yeah, it is kind of turning into a rivalry. We faced them 3 years in a row now in sections.
Yeah, so you got to turn it into a deeper rivalry game. Though you got to have a close game. You got to have a couple of nail biters.
Right, and we haven't had that.
We haven't had one of those. But we'll wait and see what happens here this afternoon. Turn it into a really nice day. It was 35 at kickoff. We're now up to 39 degrees. The sun is out, and it feels pretty good. But again, you can take a look at the field. It is getting beat up a little bit. We have some more shout outs to get to. We're going to tell you what, We'll break here quick, and when we come back, we'll get to those shout-outs, and we'll take some more, too. Again, I always like to know who's watching and from where. 701-640-4189 for the State Farm shout-out. 701-640-4189. This one a long ways from over. Cowboys lead at 12-zip on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We'll be back with those shout-outs next on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238.
But that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAN are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Smith Motors in Wapaton, we make sure that when you need a vehicle, we'll find the perfect one that matches your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive buying experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers always come first. Find your new Chevrolet or GMC today at Smith Motors. Small town friendly, big town deals.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238.
All right, win or go home. Cowboys lead at 12-0. We get set for the second half of this Section 6A semifinal round game. Parkers Prairie and Lake Park Audubon are playing in the other semifinal round game. Parkers Prairie leads that game at half, 16-8. Does that surprise you a little bit? That game a little bit closer than I thought it might be.
Actually, it doesn't, Raleigh. The first time they played each other, it was a 21-14 game. So, that was a one-score game right down to the wire. So it doesn't surprise me that's close.
Well, we appreciate the Jules Roods in Glendon keeping us up to date on that. We appreciate that. Again, 16-8, Parker's Prairie leading that semifinal round game. A couple of more State Farm shout-outs here. See, Chad Allstat is watching. Chad, an old teammate of ours. See, Chad would have been, an 82? Yeah, 82. He would have been an 82 grad.
Yep.
Chad watching up in Fargo. We appreciate that. Terry and Glenn Klostrike watching Cowboy football this afternoon. Brenda Romerheim, go Cowboys. Thanks for watching, Brenda. And, again, we thank all those watching the Three Borders Sports Network today and those watching on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28. Cowboy football brought to you this afternoon by our good friends at Red River Communications and by the Three Borders Sports Network Sports Sponsorship Club. So the Eagles get the football first. Well, and all coaches will tell you the first 5 minutes of the second half, probably the most important minutes of the game. And that's certainly true here for New York Mills. They got to get something going. Just have not been able to do much offensively. So see what type of adjustments they have made here at half. But still very much in this thing. Just 2 scores down.
Yeah, and even if they don't score here, just picking up a couple first downs and flipping the field position a little bit, even that would be a huge victory at this point.
So Vogelbacher will kick, and the Cowboys haven't kicked deep yet. So I'm not sure they'll give Loston a chance. They won't. It'll be taken by the up man. That is Kaluski, and Kaluski up across the 40, near the 45-yard line. So great field position again here for New York Mills. They've had some pretty good field position.
Just have done nothing with it. I mean, like I said, I don't know how many downs they've played on the other side of the 50-yard line, if any, but it hasn't been many. 4
turnovers, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles in the first half for the Eagles, and multiple penalties as well. We saw both teams flagged quite a bit. Saw a lot of flags flying in the first half. So 1st and 10, New York Mills from their own 45-yard line. Roeder behind center, turns the pitch to Loston. Loston running hard, through an arm tackle. Loston is loose. Loston across the 30. Loston inside the 20, and he will get into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. And we have a brand new ball game with 11:42 to play. First play from scrimmage in the second half. Loston goes 55, and there is a flag on the far side of the field. Are you kidding me? This couldn't be players on the field. Remember, we saw some penalties in the first half with sideline interference. As a matter of fact, a warning on each side. You wonder if that might be something. I can't imagine what else it could be on the far side. That play was designed to – that was a play right up the middle, and the flag came downfield on the far side of the field. And you got to believe this is most likely going against New York Mills.
I'd hate to see this called if that's what it is.
If that is, that
you can't.
Now they're going to call it. It is a touchdown.
After the play.
Okay, well that's, and I seen a cap coming off an official too. He had already thrown his flag, so there might be another penalty coming up here, and most likely that one will be unsportsmanlike conduct.
I got no.
Yeah, well, is that what it was? Was it sideline interference? Is that what that was? Or excessive celebration. I don't know what it is, but that was the second one, I think. So that'll be that'll be assessed on the kickoff. Well, just what the doctor ordered for Mills.
Yep, exactly what they had to have. And kind of the thing about Mills that scares you. I mean, they're more than capable of that. Oh, they're going to put it on the extra point.
Oh, they are. Boy,
that's huge.
That is a huge penalty.
Especially with Breckenridge missing both of theirs.
Boy, and if you had a field goal kicker here, would it be about a 35-yarder? Yeah, you'd have to have a pretty good field goal kicker from here to kick it. But yeah, that's a big penalty. Yeah, and had nothing to do with you hate to see those.
I don't like. Yeah, that one I don't like to see. Had nothing to do with the play.
It's the playoff football. They're getting excited on the sideline, and yeah, really. It just doesn't need to be called. Yeah, you can go over and talk to him afterwards and say, "Hey, just watch the celebration," or yeah. There's no reason to throw a flag just for the kids getting excited. Their first big play of the game. Yeah, and that's just a huge penalty. It pretty much takes them out of, maybe a 50-50 chance of scoring, from the 3, but from here. Yeah,
from here,
very
it's
slim. This is basically
Mary.
a Hail Mary from here. So the 2-point conversion, instead of from the 3-yard line, is going to come from the 18, and Roeder will work out of the gun. Has some time here. Now Roeder going to be flushed, rolling to the left. A lot of time. Now we'll finally unleash it and throw it deep into the end zone. And it's going to be overthrown. Looking for Robinson in the left corner of the end zone. It's overthrown. So the 2-point conversion fails, but Mills right back into it. 11:42 to play, third quarter on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, 12-6 Breckenridge on the Three Borders Sports Network.
We hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller Associates.
Since 1941, Minn Kota Ag Products has been helping farmers with their agricultural needs. The farming industry has expanded at great lengths, and Minn Kota Ag Products is there to provide farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. For market access at your fingertips and information essential to your farm operation, download the Minn Kota Ag Products app. Minn Kota Ag Products, proud to be a partner in your farm operation since 1941.
Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wapaton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
Thank you,
Enert will kick for the Eagles. Paul and Gabe Armitage deep for the Cowboys. They won't get a chance. A squibber. It'll be taken by the upman. That's number 50. Carter Benson on the recovery. Remember the penalty that backed Mills up 15. So great field position here for the Cowboys. That was a huge penalty.
Right. So they threw two. Not only did they get it on the point after, but they got it on the kickoff.
So we'll see how the Cowboys respond. It took the Eagles 12 seconds to score. In the first play from scrimmage of the second half, and now a play for loss here on their first defensive play. Armitage brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, it's been tough going inside for the Cowboys. There just hasn't been much.
Yeah, traction is just at a premium right now, and there's just between the hashes, there's not much of it. Trying to make any kind of cut right now, I think, is going to be difficult.
Yeah, you felt pretty comfortable with a 2-score lead. With the way Mills moved the football in the first half. But all of a sudden, a 1-score game. And Cowboy fans got the sweaty palms. Here's Bailey Evans, a nice run across the 45 all the way up to the 40-yard line. A big third down play coming up here. Our Three Border Sports Network camera shots brought to you by our good friends at Digital Guru. See Digital Guru on Dakota Avenue in downtown Wapaton. Huge third down play coming up here. We're just 90 seconds into the second half, but all kinds of action here in the second half already. Mills right back in the game after Loston's 55-yard touchdown run. Here's Bailey Evans right up the middle, and he is stuffed.
Might have lost yardage there. He did.
Yeah, Let's see, that was signed the first one there. The whole defensive line was there to stop him. Yeah, he lost a yard on the play, so fourth down, yeah, you would have liked to at least picked up maybe a yard there.
Right.
To get it fourth and short. But yeah, this is 4th and 3. With tough traction in the backfield. Big play here for both teams. Bailey Evans out of the gun. Bailey Evans will keep over the right side, and Bailey Evans will not get there. The Eagles hold, and they'll get great field position, and they'll have a chance to tie this thing up or take the lead.
Huge momentum right there, not getting the first down. I mean, coming off the touchdown, you could just see the excitement and the energy for Mills. But then that stop, 3rd and short and making, a stop on both 3rd and 4th down, just a gigantic momentum switch.
Yeah, I did not see this. Just 2 minutes in. We're just 2 minutes into the second half, and a 12-0 Cowboy lead has turned into a 12-6 lead, and now the Eagles have the football, 1st and 10, in great field position from their own 40-yard line. Boy, it's turned into a beautiful autumn day here at Cowboy Field.
Yeah, I think the forecasted high was only 31 or 32.
It's just a beautiful day for football. The wind has died. There's hardly any wind right now. Temperature reading at 39. Roeder will pitch to Loston, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A big loss of 4 yards on that play. Yeah, both teams just sent him. You sense there's another big pass play in the mix somewhere, probably for both teams.
Shocker making a nice play for a loss there. And again, he didn't play in the first meeting with these when they played each other.
Again, Parker's Prairie hosting Lake Park Audubon in the other semifinal round game, 16-8, that game into the second half. And again, we'd appreciate any updates if anybody is keeping an eye on that score, 701-640-4189. And here's the counter play, trying to get outside and not able to. Boy, that was Lawson Oliphant making sure that Bosman didn't get outside. You get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it, and he's slow to get up. Now he is up, and he will head back to the huddle. Big third down play coming up here.
Yeah, and they're probably not in a situation that they're going to go for it if they don't get it here. So
see, we're under 8 minutes to play now in the third quarter. And again, we apologize for the scoreboard. It might look like the scoreboard is out. It's just the sun having a tough time picking up the scoreboard on our screen. So we'll try to keep you updated throughout the game. Again, if you're just tuning in, 12-6 Cowboys.
Little screen.
Boy, and it was well set up. Here's Lossman. Lossman across the 45.
Ooh,
up near midfield. It'll depend on the spot. That was a good spot. That was. He fell ahead to the 50, but I think that was a perfect spot at the 49, so he'll be a full yard short. And this brings up, well, they're going to go for it here on fourth
I like
down.
the play call. I love the screen on that. I mean, they struggled to throw the ball, but you know what I mean? That's a nice play call.
That was, and it was well executed, too.
It's a long yard, though.
It is, and especially when footing is so tough. You'd say, God, maybe a quarterback sneak here, but they work out of the gun. Oh, they are going to work from behind center here, so this might be a quarterback sneak, and it is.
You might have got it.
Yeah, this is going to be really close. So we're going to have our first measurement. For the guy on our side, the near side, the guy on the far side is, yeah, he is. He's giving him across the 50, yeah, and it is a first down.
See, another big, huge momentum. Just getting that first down, it just keeps the momentum going, right? They come off a score, they make a stop, they pick up a tough first down. So after losing 3 or 4 yards on first down.
All right, coming up on 7 minutes to play, a huge fourth down conversion there. So 1st and 10 Eagles, ball marked right at midfield. Cowboys dominated the first half. It's been the Eagles here in the second half. Long count. Now Roeder will take the snap and give to Lossman over the right side. Lossman spins out of an arm tackle, and a nice gain on a play that looked like it was going to go for nothing. Picks up about 5 yards.
Cowboys had a chance. I think Martinez had a chance to make a stop for no gain or even a loss, but he spun out of that.
So we're going to say it's 2nd and about 5.
turning into a dogfight.
Boy, it really is. Bailey Evans, 2 touchdown runs for the Cowboys. Lostman, a 55-yard touchdown run to open up this second half for the Eagles, and that's where we stand. 2nd and 5. Roden. He's going to keep it after the fake to Lostman, and he's got the first down and more across the 35-yard line, finally brought down up near the 32-yard line. Finn Roeder.
Not sure who it was for Mills, but somebody on that outside made a really nice block on Weinbar to kind of spring him into that second level. And that's a play that, when he gets in open field, he's dangerous. I mean, that's a play that could go for a touchdown.
So 1st and 10 Eagles at the 32-yard line. I think Cowboy fans feeling pretty comfortable at halftime. Right now sitting on the edge of their seats. It's a 1-score game. And the Eagles have it 1st and 10 at the Cowboy 32. Finn Roeder behind center. Lostman over the left side and Kunkel right there. Boy, just.
That was another one of those snaps that looked like nobody moved.
No, just footing, and you can, that's where the field is really tough. Between the 30s right now, it's pretty tough. Inside the hash marks. Got another update on that Parker's Prairie game. Parker's Prairie starting to open it up now. Parker's Prairie 32, Lake Park Audubon 8. That game late in the third quarter. We're under 5 minutes to play now here in the third quarter. 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. Roeder to Lostman, left side. Lostman puts his head down a couple extra yards at the end of that run. Boy, he's running hard. He's been their workhorse here this afternoon.
Tell you what, if Lawson doesn't make that tackle, that's going for 6 too.
Yeah, talking Lawson Oliphant. Sophomore corner for the Cowboys. So 3rd down. We'll call it a long 2. The ball marked inside the 25-yard line.
Definitely in 4-down territory now. We got 2 shots at picking it up here.
Enert's in the game at the fullback position. Roeder gives to Lostman again, right side, and Lostman knew right where the sticks were. Dives ahead up to the 20-yard line, and the Eagles again into the State Farm red zone. Coming up on 4 minutes to play here in the third. The momentum has swung here in the third quarter.
Well, and the thing is, they're just time of possession, too. I mean, sustain a drive, field position, all that kind of stuff. But, I mean, keeping the ball out of the Cowboys' offensive hands is half the battle.
So another first down for the Eagles. They're chewing up the yardage on the ground here on this drive. And there he is again, Loston. He has been the man. Loston up across the 15-yard line.
And in the pregame rally, that's kind of what we expected to see, pound and ground, kind of run that diamond formation, do what we saw him do a couple years ago. And now we're starting to see that. We didn't really see that much the first half, but we're definitely seeing it now.
Boy, you can tell Matt Rudnicki challenged his offensive line at halftime. They have been spectacular here to start the second half. It was the Cowboy line that on both sides of the football that dominated the first half. But right now, the offensive line for the Eagles creating some room for Loston, and he is chewing up yards. He'll get it again over the left side, and he is loose on the corner inside the 10, inside the 5-yard line before being pushed out of bounds, and it'll be 1st and goal Eagles. We're under 3 minutes to play in the third, and the Eagles on the move, looking for the tying score.
Well, and they haven't scored yet, but, we go back over and over and over on these playoff games in the postseason, how important these extra points are. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting that we didn't kick either one of them because we've been so good at that.
Yeah. I think Bailey might have, was he 5 of 5 or 6 for 6 on Tuesday night, kicking the extra points. But again, wet field conditions, and Bailey had hurt his knee early in the first quarter. Here's another run right up the middle. And they haven't done much in terms of getting to the corner, getting outside. This has just been mostly running right up the middle.
Well, and they got a couple of really good offensive linemen. I mentioned them earlier, but that Bodie Roberts, number 60, is one of the better offensive and defensive linemen Cowboys will come up against. So they're more than capable. I mean, this is what we were a little bit afraid that we might see. We just didn't see it the first half. But
so 2nd and goal. The ball marked inside the 2-yard line. Here's Lawston. Again, right up the middle. Lawston still on his feet. And they're going to mark him short inside the 1-yard line. So 3rd and inches, and Roeder's certainly a kid capable of sneaking from here. Yeah, you got to believe Roeder is just going to try to sneak this. You've got a couple of downs to get a couple of inches.
The football looks like it's inside the 1-yard line. The 3rd down marker looks like it's about the 2-yard line. See that?
Yeah, and they will just keep it. And it is Roeder right up the middle, and no sign yet. And now we have a, oh boy. Now we have a flag. They wouldn't mark. Wait, this. Well, now they do. Now it is a touchdown. We'll check the flag, and it's going to go against the Cowboys. Most likely a face mask. I don't know what else it could possibly be. So the Eagles have tied this up. Boy, is this game taking a turn in a hurry. The touchdown is good. It is a personal foul face mask, so they'll have their choice, I suppose, of moving this half the distance, which would be huge. Or taking it on the kickoff, and I'm sure they'll go half the distance. So this will move it inside the 2-yard line. No, they are going to. No, they'll assess it on the kickoff. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty on the kickoff. Huge 2-point conversion. No, they're going to kick it here. They went for the 2-point conversion after the first score, and now they will bring in Enert. He will attempt the extra point, and it's a fake. The snap to Enert, and the throw into the end zone is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion fails. And we're still tied at 12.
Boy, he had a guy wide.
Oh, yeah.
He had a guy wide open
hit.
over on the left side too.
Oh, yeah, that was a well-designed play. He had a couple of guys open, but it falls incomplete. We've got a dandy going. Winner goes home. Or winner goes to the Fargo Dome. The loser goes home. We're tied at 12 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Stick around. This one's going down to the wire on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Powerful and playful. Delicate.
All right, we're tied at 12. Minute 32 to play, third quarter. And that penalty, that 15-yard face mask penalty, be applied here on the kickoff. So Enert's going to kick it off from the 45. Cowboys going to most likely start deep in their own territory here. See if Enert tries to kick this into the end zone. He's been squibbing, but he will try to kick deep here, and it'll go to Gabe Armitage at the 10. Gabe up the middle of the field, across the 15 to about the 20, and that's where the Cowboys will take over. They have struggled here in the second half. All Cowboys in the first half, all Eagles here in the third quarter.
Time of possession, I don't know what it is, but it's heavily swayed in New York Mill's favor. We've barely had the ball second half offensively.
Mm-hmm. Do the Cowboys dare play action and go deep here? They haven't thrown much on first down. We had mentioned in the pregame, they threw as much on first down on Tuesday night than they have done all year. Evans will work out of the gun, and they will go to the ground. Armitage for a couple of yards, and that's it. The Eagles' line has taken over this football game on both sides of the football here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they definitely have.
They'll give Armitage 2 yards on that run. So 2nd and 8. We're under a minute to play here in the third. Bailey Evans out of the gun. Play action. Rolls right. Looking for Weinbar. Had Weinbar. It's low and it's incomplete. And it might have been a little bit late. Dawson had turned, was waiting for that ball. I don't know if Bailey was checking down there. And then when he did deliver it, it was low.
But when we've seen that run that route in the past, we've seen an inside-out move by Dawson. He'll stop there and then he'll go straight to the sidelines. That time he just kind of sat down.
So that brings up a big third down play. What a momentum swing. Cowboys had the momentum going into the locker room, but the Eagles have stolen it away here in the third quarter. 3rd and 8. Evans out of the gun. Rolling right, being pursued. Throws sideline. Vogelbacher over there, but that pass well overthrown, and the Cowboys are going to have to punt it away.
You know, even running routes with the field in this condition, trying to make a break or a cut is difficult to do. But everybody was covered there. I mean, that's probably a good decision. There really wasn't any place to go with the football. And Mills is going to get it back in good field position again, barring some kind of a crazy play here.
They'll send Roeder. It is Roeder deep, isn't it, or is that Loston? Well, it's one or the other deep. Very muddy uniform out there. See, Roberts, now, remember, he nearly had 2 punts blocked in the first half. Oh, and the Cowboys
what happened on that? It must have been a procedure.
It is a procedure penalty, yeah. Boy.
Again, in these kind of games, field position is just, it matters so much.
So that'll back him up another 5. That'll back him inside the 20-yard line. So Cooper's going to be punting from close, well, inside the 5-yard line. Boy, what a swing in this game. Yeah, it looked like the Eagles just weren't capable of scoring against the Cowboy defense. They have tied it up, and now, barring a turnover here, they're going to get the football in really good field position. Cooper Roberts standing inside his 5-yard line, and another low snap. And Cooper has it blocked, and it's going to be recovered inside the 1-yard line. Oh! Everything that could go wrong for the Cowboys here in the third has. Well, they just haven't executed.
No, that snap was never in the air. I mean, it was on the ground the whole time.
Yeah, that was following a penalty, a procedure penalty. Yeah, so the Eagles, who weren't able to score in the first half, they have a chance to put up 3 touchdowns here in the third quarter alone. It'll be 1st and goal. They'll mark it at the 1-yard line. We saw Roeder sneak it in last time, and he'll keep it again. And he'll get a nudge from behind, and he is in. Touchdown, Eagles, and they have their first lead of the game. Good Lord.
But, you know, Raleigh, like we talked, I mean, even the first game outside of the turnovers, you know, total yardage and statistics other than score and turnovers were pretty close. I mean, that game was misleading. The score didn't really tell the whole story.
So the Eagles have their first lead. All 18 points have been scored here in the third quarter. And a big 2-point conversion coming up here. Neither team has hit the point after. Roeder's going to throw here, and it's going to be overthrown. Oh, my gosh.
What is that flag going to be?
It's nothing else it could be other than interference. And that kid just fell down after the ball was by him.
And that came out so late, too.
Oh, my gosh. And no chance at catching it. Yeah, there's been a number of flags that have been thrown that just don't need to be thrown. That was
I'm actually surprised that they threw the football.
Oh, that was just
personal. They call personal foul?
Right.
Personal foul on that. It wasn't a coverage penalty. I don't don't know what the personal foul was.
I don't know what that could have been either, yeah.
I mean, we don't have the best view. That's the opposite far side. We can't see from up here really well, but it did come out late after the play was over.
It just looked like maybe there was some incidental contact to getting the feet, together. But to make
now they get
call
another,
like that.
They get another shot at it now.
Yeah, and he's going to sneak this. Oh, he will turn and give to Lawston, and he is in. So the 2-point penalty costs him.
Well, whatever that penalty was, it was an unsportsmanlike. I'm not sure what happened or why it happened, but that was a gigantic penalty. I mean, that's...
Well, we'll see how that plays out. 29 seconds to play here in the third. A third quarter that was dominated by New York Mills. Your score on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, Mills 20, Breckenridge 12. On the Three Borders Sports Network.
And precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
I'm Katie with First Community Credit Union, and we're here with Dakota Dirt Coffee.
We chose First Community Credit Union because, first and foremost, they're right in our community of Milner, North Dakota, and the convenience of that and being able to know the people that we're dealing with, that's something that we can't get anywhere else. I would say FCCU could be best described as a full-service financial institution that's offered and available in a local community.
At
Enert will kick. Gabe and Paul Armitage deep for the Cowboys, and they will kick deep. And it will be Paul who picks it up at the 20, and he'll head straight up the field across the 25, up near the 30-yard line.
Another flag. No, that's a tee. Never mind.
But how big was that penalty on the 2-point conversion?
Well, I can't imagine what it was, but I mean, that could be the game. I mean, that's gigantic.
Yeah, he gave the personal foul. I don't know how there could have been a personal foul.
And remember the personal foul on the face mask on the kickoff before that put us in that field position.
Yeah.
And granted, the snap on the punt was muffed, but they were down there because of on the previous score they had the face mask. So two really big penalties that have really hurt the Cowboys in the second half here.
Well, we'll see how they respond here. Just 22 seconds to work with here in the third. Bailey Evans with some blockers in front is going to keep to the right side, and Bailey across the 35 to the 36-yard line. So a nice gain there on first down, and that'll probably be the final play. It will be the final play of the third quarter. All New York Mills in the third quarter. And this one has the sense of going down to the wire, doesn't it?
It does. And you know when it started, Raleigh? When they made that fourth down stop. We were third and short, and they stopped us on third down, and Bailey ran it up the middle, and they stopped us again, coming off the first score. And all the momentum from that point has changed, and it's been 100% Mills.
All right, season on the line. We have a quarter to play after 3 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Mills leads at 20-12 on the Three Borders Sports Network.
State Engineering, our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need, the people you trust.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Well, the Cowboys lose a couple of yards on their second down run after, getting in a 2nd and 2 situation. Now they lose a couple, and now a huge third down play coming up.
Biggest third down of the season right here. No play they're going to run is going to be bigger than this one.
Yeah, and the Cowboys, don't forget, they've had problems punting the football. They've had one blocked. They nearly had 3 of them blocked. Bailey Evans going to roll right. He has all kinds of time. Good coverage downfield. Now he's going to have to keep on the far sideline. He's going to be short of the first down.
I think you got to punt it.
Yeah, they'll mark it across the 40. They'll mark it right at the 35. So he'll be 5 yards short. Yeah, they're nothing yet. They're not sending the punting. Now they are.
He had plenty of time to throw the ball. I mean, the Mills defensive coverage in the secondary was really good. There wasn't really anybody open. He had a lot of time to throw the ball there.
That game in Parker's Prairie into the fourth quarter. You see Lake Park Audubon has scored again. 32-14. 32-14. That game into the fourth quarter. Again, winner of this one gets the winner of that game. And it looks like it's going to be the number 1 seed Parker's Prairie. Well, the Cowboys, after dominating the first half, they've got some work to do here. Cooper Roberts' low line drive kick. It'll bounce on the far sideline, out of bounds, and Mills again will get great field position.
Probably about midfield. About a 15, 16-yard net gain is all that was for the Cowboys. So,
yeah, the special teams has not been good for the Cowboys here. It's been a struggle in the punting game, and they've missed both extra points. And some key penalties on the last 2 point after conversions for New York Mills. Cowboys had some really costly penalties. So a big set of downs here, a big possession here for New York Mills. They are playing with the lead for the first time in the game. And here's Loston trying to get to the corner, and he's not going to. Brought
Trey
down
did
in the
a great
backfield.
job. Trey Volkerbar shed the block and made a great job.
He's had a couple of tackles for losses here in this game this afternoon. We're under 11 minutes to play now. 2nd and long coming up here for the Eagles. Yeah, it's not as if the Cowboys blew the doors down in the first half offensively, but here in the second half, I mean, absolutely nothing offensively. Or defensively, for that matter. Roeder is going to throw. He has some time, and he's looking deep, and he's got his man inside the 25-yard line. I believe that's Bozeman. It is Bossman inside the 25, a really well-thrown ball. Bossman got behind Oliphant. And it is absolutely critical here that the Cowboys keep the Eagles out of the end zone.
Like I said, Raleigh, you take away the 4 turnovers and a half, you take that away, and who knows what the first half looks like. I mean, and the first game was the same way. I mean, they were competitive other than the turnovers. Well, in the second half, we haven't seen that.
So 1st and 10, New York Mills inside the Cowboy 25-yard line. Roeder, a long count, turns and gives to Lossman right up the middle. And it hasn't been anything real fancy. It's been dive left, dive right pretty much for Mills.
Just power football.
Yeah, their offensive line has taken control of this football game. Well, and their defensive line, yeah. I mean, have the Cowboys picked up a first down in the second half?
They have not.
They haven't, have they?
No.
So 2nd and long, 2nd and 9 from the 23-yard line, and New York Mills in no hurry. They're using every second they can. Lossman on the counter to the left side, inside the State Farm red zone again. They'll give him the 19-yard line, and a big third down play coming up. Clock continues to tick. We're under 10 minutes to play.
The Mills definitely knocking on the door. I mean, again, they don't need the first down here in this 4-down territory, even 2 or 3 yards.
And Parker's Prairie still up big. That game midway through the fourth quarter now. So it looks like Parker's Prairie. Let's see, we have a timeout
Mills.
on the field. Yeah, Mills is going to call a timeout with a huge third down play coming up. See, we have 8:23 to play. A Carlson Family Insurance timeout. 20-12, Mills on the Three Borders Sports Network. Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Since 1987.
$8:23 to play. Huge third down play here for Mills. Third, we'll call it a long 4. Roeder behind center to Lossman. Up the middle. Lossman will bounce it outside. Lossman inside the 10. Lossman to the cone. Touchdown, Eagles. And they lead it 26-12. Can you believe it? Wow. I did not see this coming.
No, but it's speaking with some of the coaches last night, I mean, this was kind of the worry. And the problem was, Raleigh, with all the turnovers and opportunities that we had, even in the first half, to only score two touchdowns, right? It was a little bit of a lost opportunity there.
Yeah, Mills has come out, just looks like a completely different team in the second half. Yeah, I mean, they didn't look capable of scoring in the first half.
Right.
Have they scored on every possession here in the second half?
I think so. Yeah, they haven't punted yet.
And now another
late flag. What do we got now?
A delay of game.
Oh, okay.
Delay a game.
Yeah, it's tough. I think they've been flirting with a few of them. Okay, that's a big penalty. That'll back them up to the 9-yard line. And, yeah, the Cowboys just absolutely just have to keep them out of the end zone here. I mean, this would make it really tough. You're down 16. Roeder's going to throw, pressured from behind, and he'll be brought down in a flag.
No. We're going to get another personal foul.
Oh. This is just
we haven't had a normal 2-point conversion yet. One of them we had the unsportsmanlike on the sideline. Then we had the one where they called it unsportsmanlike after the play and gave him a second chance, and now we're going to have the same thing. So we're going to have personal foul here. We first of all had a delay of game, and then we got a personal foul. And this is all just on the extra points.
Yeah, this is just incredible. So they'll get another shot here, half the distance, so it'll be inside the 5. We hope Roeder's okay.
I think I saw a blow to the head, guys.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That was one of those unfortunate ones, though, where he was kind of being tackled and he's just kind of going in there. But no question, there was contact to the head. And if there's anything close to a penalty, this group is throwing it.
For sure, for sure. But it's crazy. I mean, think of the penalties we've had just on the extra points.
Yeah. And multiple penalties on
every one this half. And this makes it a 3-score game if they score here. So this is gigantic.
Well, it'll still be a 2-score game.
Well, what is it?
Yeah.
Can't see the scoreboard.
It'd be 26-12 right now. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the 2-score would be 28-12. Well, and the extra points.
So the extra point now inside the 5-yard line. All right, we get Enertson now at quarterback. So Roeder had to leave. Enert going to be pressured. He'll get rid of it. But
we got another penalty.
You've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding me.
That was Braxton Enert.
They were throwing it at the tack. They calling it on a Kunkel?
They have a face mask or what?
It had to be a
face mask. Yep.
Oh my gosh, this is getting to be. Oh, it's a face mask on them.
Right.
Oh, okay. All right, so the Cowboys will decline. 2-point conversion failed, but all New York Mills here in the second half. Eagles lead at 26-12 on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987. Founded in 1972.
A tale of two halves this afternoon. Breckenridge dominating the first half. They led 12-zip at half, but the Eagles have just completely dominated the second half. I mean, completely. Cowboys don't have a first down, right?
They don't, and they barely had the football because the drives that New York Mills have put together have taken a ton of time off the clock. I mean, we've barely what have we had? We've touched it twice in the second half.
Three times. Three times. Yeah.
And 3 and out all three.
Gabe Armitage will pick the kickoff up off the 20-yard line. He'll be
another flag.
This is almost getting comical.
You know, we haven't seen a lot of flags thrown the last 3 games.
Yeah, this group though, you can tell they just,
at home.
They liked blocking the back.
So
we've seen more of those this year, this game, than we've seen for sure all year.
That really makes field position tough. Pushes us back. What are we going to start on? 20-yard line?
I just don't know how you push in the back on a kickoff like that.
Or 25-yard line. There we go.
I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you block in the back on a kickoff like that. And we've seen multiple penalties of blocking on the back on a kickoff. All right, 1st and 10 Cowboys. They'll throw on first down, and they've got Kunkel across the middle.
Nice play action there.
Jacob went up and got it. First down Cowboys at the 49-yard line.
Nice play action, well executed. Nice catch. Cowboys needed that.
Is that the first time we've seen the Cowboys throw on first down here?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it is.
Today, yep.
We're under 8 minutes to play. If you just tuned in, Cowboys led 12-zip at half, but it's all New York Mills in the second half. All 26 points coming here in the second half. And here is Bailey Evans across the 40-yard line up near the 35, and another Cowboy first down, and no flags on the field. They'll mark it at the 38. So the Cowboys finally showing some life here in the second half. Bailey Evans looking over to the sideline for instructions.
Cowboys need to hurry up a little bit, too. They're taking a lot of time.
Well, you hate to get called for a delay of game penalty here. Well, you're on the move. 1st and 10 at the 38. Bailey Evans going to roll left. Looks like he will keep. He slips, but now regains his balance. Still on his feet across the 35, up near the 30-yard line. They'll give him 7 on the play. Yeah, the Cowboys, I'd like to see him show a little bit more urgency. 7.5 minutes to play. They have to score twice, and you're probably only going to get the football back one more time after this.
Yep. It's hard to think with 7 minutes left to go that the clock's an issue, but it is.
Yeah, you would never thought the Cowboys would be in this position with 7 minutes to go in the game, the way the first half was played. Evans out of the gun. We'll give to Armitage right up the middle, and there is not much there. Maybe a yard to the 30. And if they're going to huddle, it's going to take another 30 seconds off the clock. Yeah, the Cowboys just not showing much urgency of getting back to the huddle or getting the plays in. Every play is taking 30 to 40 seconds.
puts a lot of pressure on your defense to make a stop if you're going to burn this much time off the clock.
Yeah, they are taking a lot of time off the clock. Well, you got to pick up this first, though. Erlinson in motion. Now we'll set up behind Evans, and they'll give to
He might have
Erlinson.
lost yardage.
Yeah, he lost a yard.
It's a really slow developing play, too.
Yeah.
New York
Joseph-
Mills had great penetration on that and really nowhere for him to go. Now this could be the play of the game right here.
Or the season.
That's what I
This
mean,
is-
or the
yeah.
season, right? If we turn it
Yeah.
over on downs here with under 6 minutes to go in the game, you're asking a lot.
So the Cowboys season could hang in the balance here. 4th and 3. They need the 28 for a first down. And Evans is going to keep.
Slip.
And Evans will try to turn the corner, and he does, and he's got a first down, and the Cowboys are still alive. Boy, and that did not look good early. Yeah, Bailey lost his footing, and he tucked it early. You knew he was going to keep it.
He was slipping, too.
Yeah.
For a minute there, I thought he wasn't going to be able to turn the corner.
And he was able to get out of bounds, which stops the clock. 5:45 to play. Cowboys have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. And they'll most likely have to use them on the defensive side if they can get into the end zone here. Bailey Evans going to throw. He's looking deep. He's looking for Kunkel, and it's through his hands.
I think
Incomplete.
he had an opportunity
He
to catch
did.
that. I think
Yeah, it looked like it went right through his hands. He got turned around a little bit, but
that's been open for the Cowboys. I mean, that was, if you remember earlier, we had that.
2nd and 10 from the 26-yard line. Full house backfield. Bailey Evans looking right side. Erlinson inside the 15.
Got another penalty.
Flag down.
I can't
And I
imagine
don't know,
what that
that
would
had
be.
to have been a face mask. I don't know what else that could have been.
There was nobody else over there but Erlinson and the defender, right?
So the gain on the play was enough for a first down.
Yep, face mask.
So it is a face mask, half the distance to the goal line. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Cowboys.
First and goal for the Cowboys at about the 7-yard line.
But what is it, 5.5 minutes, Raleigh? 5:20, 5:25, something like that?
Yep. 5:20 to play. 1st and goal. Evans rolling left. Evans to Weinbar. And Weinbar into the end zone. And the Cowboys score their first touchdown here in the second half. And they're back within 8 with a huge extra point coming. Boy, you would love to pick this one up.
Cowboys threw the ball a lot. In the last 4 plays, would they throw it 4 times?
They have all 3 timeouts. So they'll be able to stop the clock defensively. Weinbar wide right, Kunkel wide left. Erlinson and Armitage in the backfield. Bailey Evans will roll right, has some time, and his pass is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion fails. So the Cowboys still trail by 8, 5:15 to play on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Mills 26, Breckenridge 18. Stick around, we're going down to the wire at Cowboy Field here on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefits package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry level starting at $19.78 per hour, plus a $3 per hour shift differential. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Zane 701-671-7777.
No matter what time. All right, winner advances to the section championship game next Friday at the Fargo Dome. Parker's Prairie will be there.
You know, Raleigh, I think Breck has played in the section finals something like, I think it's been 5 years in a row.
I think you're right, yeah. Well, still plenty of time, but the defense is going to have to make a stop here, which they have not done in the second half. Mills has just run all over the Cowboy defense here in the second half, and here's a onside kick, and it will be recovered by Bodie Roberts.
Great field position for Mills.
Yep. Boy, and they had most everybody up. That's one you could have maybe just kicked deep and went field position, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, the chances of recovering, especially when they know it's coming.
Well, 5 minutes is plenty of time with all of your timeouts and with us being able to throw the ball and stopping the clock on first downs. I mean, there's plenty of time, but the defense has to be able to make a stop.
You can't imagine Mills is going to do anything other than give it to Lawston. That's what they've done the entire second half here, and Lawston has delivered. And here he is, right up the middle, when he gets maybe a yard up to midfield.
Like I said, he's carried the ball. He's got the most carries of anybody in the district this year, so he's definitely going to get his touches. I mean, they're pretty much going to put the ball in his hands, and hopefully he can, for them, can pick up a first down or two, because that's all it's going to take, and this could get really interesting.
Yeah, and Mills, they're going to use every second of the play clock they can. Keep an eye on the back judge. He'll give the quarterback a countdown from 10. 2nd and 8. And Roeder is going to try to keep it himself, and he will be brought down in the backfield. Tell you what, Trey Vogelbacher has had a number of tackles for loss here.
And they're all kind of the same. He was untouched again.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a broken play. Like, was that supposed to go to a handoff, or what was that? Because he is untouched.
Well, the Cowboys going to have a big play coming up here. A timeout on the field. Cowboys burn their first of the second half. 4:29 to play. Timeout on the field. The Carlson Family Insurance timeout. 26-18 Mills. Back in a minute on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their /1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
We're going down to the wire at Cowboy Field. 26-18 Mills. Mills has the football 3rd and 12 at their own 46-yard line. Huge play here for the Cowboy defense. Roeder, a long count, and he will turn and pitch. Lossman going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's too bad that's a procedure penalty. I don't know if that's a dead ball play or...
Yeah, it's dead ball.
Yeah, so it's going to cost them 5. It's unfortunate, but you just sense Mills is going to leave it up to their defense here. I don't think they're going to get real crazy here. They're going to leave it to their defense up 8. Their defense has played pretty well here in the second half. Their defense has played pretty well. Really, their defense has played pretty well.
Right.
So 3rd and 17.
If there was ever a time for a quick kick, this would be it.
Yeah, it would. This would be a perfect time for a quick kick. But they're going to line up Roeder behind center here. And I don't look for him to get real fancy. Roeder will throw, and Vogelbacher coming. A screenplay set up for Lossman, but he will be brought down at the line of scrimmage. That was well defended by the Cowboys. So it's going to bring up a 4th and long in a punting situation, and the Cowboys are going to burn another timeout. They're second here in the second half. 4:15 to play. The Cowboys are going to get the football back. Your score on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard: Mills 26, Breckenridge 18. On the Three Borders Sports Network.
A farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Here at the
Playoff football brought to you on the Three Borders Sports Network by Red River Communications. Red River Communications, fiber-fast Wi-Fi service that works for you. 4th down, and the Eagles will punt it away. Enert will punt, standing at his 30. That's Weinbar back deep to receive for the Cowboys. And a good kick that will bounce at the 30, get a very friendly Eagles bounce, and will roll out of bounds at the 20-yard line. With 4:10 to play, here comes the Cowboy offense. And this may be the last time they touch the ball this year, unless they can move it 80 yards and get into the end zone and convert on the two-point conversion. Cowboys led 12-zip at half, but 26 unanswered for the Eagles in the second half. Cowboys scored on their last possession to make it an 8-point game. 1st and 10. Bailey Evans, time in the pocket, looking right side, pass overthrown, well defended out there.
A lot of time to throw the ball, though.
Eli Menzie there defensively. He had Erlinson well covered. So 2nd down. Boy, and this is where you must stay away from penalties to get yourself, you just can't get yourself behind the chains here. This is, you've got to be disciplined here to not pick up any penalties. And, boy, you got to pick up at least a few yards here. I'd hate to be in a 3rd and 10 situation. And Bailey Evans will keep here. He'll get to the corner,
not get
but
out
not
of bounds.
much. No. And
That hurt more. That hurt more than
Yeah.
not getting many yards.
Just a couple of yards. And again, Cowboys just showing no urgency. So this is for sure going to be their last possession of the game.
Definitely
So
should
they've
be
got to
running
be
a
perfect
no huddle
here. Yeah,
or a 2 minute.
eating up a lot of time.
Down to 3:30 to go.
And they have one timeout remaining is all.
A full huddle.
Yeah, and just taking a lot of time in the huddle. Yeah, obviously a 2-minute teams I don't think work on the 2-minute offense much anymore, where you don't huddle up. Bailey Evans rolling left, had Cooper Roberts. That pass overthrown is going to come down to one play here for the Cowboys with 3:17 to play.
Surprised they don't target Weinbar more on that. Just a straight skinny post. He's got man-to-man coverage over the top. They don't really have a safety back either, which surprises me right now. Just a skinny inside post, 3-step, 5-step drop and take a shot deep.
Well, you know that the Eagles are coming here. So the Cowboy offensive line has to hold up here. At least give the receivers to get downfield 10 yards. 4th and 8, season on the line here for the Cowboys. Bailey Evans out of the gun, Erlinson in motion. Here's the counter play to Kunkel trying to get him outside, and he'll lose yards. And Mills will take over on downs. The Cowboys go with the counter on 4th and long. And that didn't fool the Eagles at all.
No.
Well, the Cowboys will have a chance to get the ball back here. With 3:12 to play, they have one timeout remaining, so they could get the ball back maybe with a minute and a half to play if they can make a stop here.
Deep in their own territory, though. I mean, it's...
But, the Cowboys, just have shown no urgency offensively at all here in the second half. So expect Mills to just turn and give to Lossman here. And there he is. Right side, and Lossman keeps the legs churning inside the 20, down near the 15-yard line. A big play. Wait, and the ball's going to him. Got 7 yards on that play. Yeah, Mills' offensive line has been just awesome here in the second half. just absolutely dominant. He spent a lot of time in the State Farm red zone here in the second half. And they're right back into it. Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge, 2nd and 4. Cowboys just have to make a stop. Boy, it looked like there's some early movement. No flag. And Lossman has the first down, and that might do it. No, 3rd down, 3rd and short. Yeah, if the Cowboys can't make a stop here, the Eagles will be able to run it out. Cowboys just have the one more timeout remaining. So they pick up a first down here. It's over.
Under 2 minutes to go now at the snap.
3rd and a yard with the season on the line. We've seen Roeder sneak it a number of times. Here he will give to Lossman, and Lossman
looks
to the
like they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, first down, and that will do it.
That gain is good enough for an Eagles first down.
So the Eagles be able to run the clock out here, and this is really a disappointing way for the Cowboys to end their season.
I think it's the first time. I think we've been to the section finals for 5 years in a row. This will be the first time we didn't get there. But you only got to win 2 games to get to the section finals, right? So,
yeah, really disappointing. But you got to give Mills a lot of credit after, I thought, pretty much being dominated in the first half. But they just stubbed their toe. They did it all to themselves in the first half. They cleaned up their turnovers here in the second half.
Well, right, that's the key, and that's kind of been the story of their season, right? So it's been the turnovers all year, and including the first game we talked about it. I mean, they played us statistically, yards, rushing, all that kind of stuff similar, but when you turn the ball over 4 times, you don't give yourself a chance. And so we saw that happen the first half, but the second half they came out, took care of the football, never had a turnover. And once that momentum switched, that we never really got it back.
So Mills will be able, that's the final timeout for the Cowboys, so Mills will just be able to take a couple of knees here. So it's going to be Mills and Parker's Prairie for the Section 6A championship. That'll be played the next Friday at the Fargo Dome at 12:30 kickoff. They'll be celebrating in Mills, and yeah, just a very disappointing loss for the Cowboys. And it seemed like they were really, had a little momentum going into the playoffs. Thought the Cowboys are, playing their best football of the season going into the playoffs. But Mills just wanted it a little bit more the way it looked here in the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just looked like really 2 different teams, didn't they?
Yep. I mean, they took care of the football, and they didn't do anything special. They
completed a few passes, though.
Well, one big pass on 2nd and long, I believe. But, they didn't really throw the football. It's not really what they do. What they do is what you saw today. They kind of just grind away and pound the ball at you. And
see, now the Eagles will burn a timeout after letting the clock run down. We'll take one, too, a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. 53 seconds to play here in this Section 6A championship. 26-18 Mills. Eagles running the clock out. We'll be back with the finish on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Under Frederick State Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley and why State Farm has been a trusted household.
All right, a couple of knees here for the Eagles. They'll have to take one more here.
Tough week for the Cowboys and Cowgirl fans.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Cowgirls knocked off last night by Hillcrest. But congratulations to Margaret Wilson. The Cowgirls really another nice season for the Cowgirl volleyball team.
Margaret Kruger.
Oh, excuse me, yeah. Yeah, sorry about that, Margaret. Yeah, she's done a great job with that program. Another knee here by Roeder, and that's going to do it. So the Cowgirls knocked off last night. The Cowboys knocked off tonight. It will be New York Mills heading to the section championship game next Friday versus Parker's Prairie. Congratulations to New York Mills. They win it 26-18. Cowboys finish their season 500 at 5-5. We'll be back with the post-game report when we come back on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you soon.
At OSPTI, our focus is on each individual's therapy needs, whether it be for speech, occupational, or physical therapy services. I'm Becky, a physical therapist at OSPTI, and I love being able to provide that personal care to each person that we see with clinics in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. You don't have to travel very far from home. From infants to athletes to adults, you can request OSPTI to meet your therapy goals.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wahpeton, talk to Rick Steckler.
Your business depends on technology. Digital Guru provides professional IT solutions you can trust to keep it moving forward. From redesigning existing systems to brand new builds, we offer your business managed IT services, including backups, cybersecurity, cloud services, remote desk support, and more. And don't forget, we also provide audio, video, security camera, and door access control installation. Focus on what you do best and leave the technology to the professionals. Contact Digital Guru today.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey girls, oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
No matter the time of year.
All right, Cowboys season ends. They finished 5-5, 26-18 your final score. Cowboys led 12-0 at the half, but it was all New York Mills in the second half. They scored 3 touchdowns in the third quarter and 1 early in the fourth quarter to put this thing away. And heading into the section championship with a little confidence. They looked to have a little swagger at the end of this football game.
Yeah, they did. I mean, you have to give them credit. I mean, they just didn't quit. And you asked me, what would you say if you were their coach at halftime? And the answer was, well, this game's a long ways from over. It's a 2-score game. You go down and put points on the board in this drive, and you're right back in it, and that's exactly what they did. So you just have to give them credit. They executed, and they didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah, we were talking at halftime, the most critical part of the game, probably the first 5 minutes coming out of the locker room, and those 5 minutes were complete, along with the entire second half, completely dominated.
Right,
but first play from scrimmage in the second half.
Yeah, 10 seconds. It was the first 10 seconds. So, I mean, and again, there's little things you look back to. I mean, we had the ball down and inside there, it was 35, 38-yard line on 3rd down and 2, and we don't get it on 3rd down. We go for it on 4th down. We don't get it. We turn the ball over on downs. I mean, that was a critical series. We answered their score. I mean, this game might look completely different, but we didn't. I mean, and then once they got that momentum on the 4th down stop, they never looked back. And so the rest is history.
Yeah, really amazing how quickly a game can turn, isn't it? It is momentum really is a crazy thing, isn't it?
Especially in a game like football. I mean, probably more so than any other game because you're playing on emotions and adrenaline and all that kind of stuff. So, there's no question that Mills definitely had more energy, definitely had the momentum, and the confidence in the second half.
Yeah, disappointing finish to the season here for the Cowboys, but really a lot to look forward to. Cowboys really have some nice players coming back.
Well, they do, and I'm sure Carson will go home today, and the first thing he's going to do is start looking at next year because that's what coaches do. It's just a long ways away.
All right, tough week for Breckenridge Athletics. Again, the Cowgirls get knocked off last night. Cowgirls were the number 1 seed. Hillcrest knocks them off. And then this afternoon here, Mills comes in and knocks off the Cowboys. So Mills, the number 6 seed, headed to the section championship game against Parker's Prairie, who knocked off Lake Park Audubon earlier this afternoon. So those two teams will meet in the section championship next Friday. That will be a 12:30 game at the Fargo Dome. Well, it was a fun season, though. Fun season for the Cowboys, and again, lots to look forward to. So now we turn our attention to winter sports. It's starting to feel a little wintry around here too. So, final sports show of the season, Giants coaches show. Joe will have that. Joe and B-Dub will have that final show of our fall sports season Wednesday, and then we will turn our attention to the winter sports season, and that will be coming up shortly after Thanksgiving. Again, if there are any businesses out there looking for sponsorship information, please visit our website, threeborderssportsnetwork.com. We have room to take on a few more sponsors for our winter sports season. All right, that's going to do it. Anyone else have anything here? All right, that will do it. Heidi, thanks. That was a lot of fun. Smoking Joe. Yards over there for Camden Kelson, Joe Schreiner, Kevin Heidemann. I'm Raleigh Lipp from all of us at the Three Borders Sports Network. Thanks for watching today. Thanks for watching throughout the season, and we look forward to serving you coming up here during the winter sports season. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody, from all of us at the Three Borders Sports Network.
There's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Your ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
Bold Print in Wahpeton is your local provider for all of your printing and promotional needs, including custom decals, which is a great way to promote your business. Bold Print also has custom framing and unique personalized gift ideas. Don't trust your family photos to an online company. Use Bold Print for all of your custom framing and canvas printing. Give them a call today, 701-642-2188, or check them out online, useboldprint.com.
First car. It might